Hi, in this video we're going to use simultaneous equations to solve a practical problem using a graphical method to solve the equations. We've got here that Kill buys 3 books and 2 magazines for £36. Turbo buys 5 books and 4 magazines for £64. By drawing a suitable graph, find the cost of 1 book and 1 magazine. We know we're going to use simultaneous equations because we have 2 unknowns, the price of a book and the price of a magazine. So let B be the cost of a book, which we've got to find, and M be the cost of a magazine. And now what to do is try to form 2 equations. So for Kill, he buys 3 books, so total cost of books will be 3 times B. And he buys 2 magazines, so the total cost of the magazines will be 2M, and he spends altogether £36. So that means that 3B plus 2M must be equal to 36. Pause the video and see if you can actually make an equation for Turbo. Right, for Turbo buys 5 books, so his total cost for books will be 5B, and his total cost for the magazine is going to be 4 magazines, so it's going to be 4M, and that altogether comes to 64. Right, in order to solve these, we've got to plot both equations on the same axis. So we've got 3B plus 2M is equal to 36. If we now draw a set of axes, so we'll draw a set of axes. We'll let this one axis be the cost of the books in pounds, and this the cost of magazines in pounds. And we're going to label down from 0 to 5 to 20 and 0 to 20 here. Finding the axis intercepts. So what we're going to do is find where this line cuts the intercepts. So to do that, to find where the cuts this axis, we put M equal to 0, because M is equal to 0, into this. So we're going to have 3B plus 2 times 0 is 36. That gives us that 3B is equal to 36. Dividing by 3, we're going to get that B is equal to 12. That means we need to plot the point 12, 0 on our graph. 12, 0 is there. Use my axis. Put a little point there. And then for the other axis, when B is equal to 0, here B is equal to 0. So we put B equal to 0 in this. We got 3 times 0 plus 2M is equal to 36. 2M, that gives 2M is equal to 36. And dividing by 2, we get M is equal to 18. So we plot the point 0, 18, which is there. So we put a little point there. And what we do now is we take our ruler and very carefully join those 2 points up in a straight line and label the line as 3B plus 2M is equal to 36. Next, we're going to plot 5B plus 4M is equal to 64. Now, we can't really use this method because we have to divide 64 by 5 if we're going to do that. That's not going to give an easy value to plot. So we're going to use the gradient intercept method. So we're going to rearrange this. Remember, this is the vertical axis, this is the horizontal axis, so we have to rearrange it as M is equal to something B plus a constant. So rearranging. So first thing to do is to take 5B, so we're going to have that 4M is equal to minus 5B plus 64. And then we're going to divide by 4, and we got that M is equal to minus 5 over 4B, and 64 divided by 4 is 16. This is like the format Y is equal to MX plus C. So we have the gradient of minus 5 over 4, and the vertical intercept, the axis on this axis at 0, 16. So we're going to plot that point first. So we plot 0, 16, so that's going to be there. And what does the gradient of minus 5 over 4 mean? Well, that means for every 4 squares across, we go down 5 squares. So start at that point, go across 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then plot the next point, which is there, and then carry on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is there, and then carry on again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives me that point there. Right, so what we do is we take our ruler and line it up against those points very, very carefully, and then label the line. So we'll draw the line in. Right, what gives me the solution of the problem? Well, this point here where they intersect, both lines intersect, gives the solution to the problem. So you should show clearly on your graph how you got your answer. So going down here, drawing a vertical line, we can see that is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then doing this one here, we can see that this one is 6. So this gives me the cost of a book. So the cost of a book is going to be £8, and the cost of a magazine is going to be £6. Okay, so this has been a video to show you how to find solve a practical problem which involves simultaneous equations using a graphical method. Before I go, I'd like to point out that you must make sure that your graph is properly labelled, lines drawn on, lines labelled, and the solution marked very clearly on the graph in order to score all the marks, and then obviously write down your conclusion. Okay, so there are many different ways of drawing a straight line graph. So here we just did the axis intercept method, and here we've used like the idea y is equal to mx plus c. I hope you've understood, and I hope you find this video useful. Thank you very much for watching.